Hello everyone, I'm hoping it's working. I am set up in my kitchen and I thought we'd do a little cook with me today. So let's see, we've got some people. Hello, how are you all? So let's just see who's going to be here today. We are going to do a live cook with me. I'm going to make some rhubarb muffins today. We're going to make them dairy-free and refined sugar-free as well. So they are a bit more healthy than your regular cafe-style muffins. But I reckon they're going to taste absolutely amazing. So let's see if we can get some people on there. Hello, Cubston, how are you? Let's see, I'm wondering if I should put this up on my, where have I got my phone? No, it's hiding. All good, it doesn't matter. I will just deal with the delay in the chat, so just bear with me because it's probably going to be a few seconds delay there. But let's see, have a bit of a wait to see if there's anyone else. If anyone have the chance to share me out, I would love that. Because yes, I don't know if I can do that on here. Share, oh, I can pop me out on Twitter. There we go. Let's do that and see what we can get out to people. So anyway, I've got while I'm doing this, I've got a vegetable patch that most of you guys have seen, but I haven't shown you that I've got around the side of my house. I've got this shady area, and I planted this a little while back. I planted this rhubarb plant because they like shade to get those nice long stems that you want, because it's probably the stems we're going to use, not the leaves. So being in the shade, they keep extending up to get to the sun. So you get nice long stems. And I went and had a look at it because it's one of those plants that I just kind of forget about. And I'll just leave it there. And I had I saw that I had quite a few nice stems, so I thought I'd pick some and had a look, see if we could find a recipe. I found a recipe. I've now changed it up a little bit so I can share it with you guys. And I'm really excited to show you how to make rhubarb muffins. So we are going to do, I have already pre-measured it all out just to save a little bit of time. I've got on the side here, I've got my Thermomix, my trusty Thermomix bowl. It's a bit hard to see because I've got the computer just so I can actually see my face and not cut it off. I've actually got my computer set up using the webcam. I've got it set up in my kitchen. It's actually standing on like a stack of cookbooks at the moment, so I can't really see see down on my bench, unfortunately, but it is like right here, if you can see that. Hello, Shay, how are you? Oh, good to see you. I hope you're all well. So we are going to make muffins. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. This is the rhubarb. And I'm going to just add that in. So this is about 150 grams. You're just going to have to bear with me when I upload the recipe in the in the description box after this. I will make all the conversions and everything into for those that are on the imperial system. So I will sort that all out afterwards. So we're going to add that. I'm just going to add that into my Thermomix bowl. You can do this in a regular food processor. You don't have to have a Thermomix for this. I'm just going to turn that on because it switches itself off after 15 minutes. So let's see. I'm just going to give that a quick. There we go. So I will show you. So that was 1 second. So that is all nicely chopped up into nice fine pieces now. So I'm just going to add that into a separate bowl because we're just going to add that in at the end so we don't chop it up. Oh, I need a hair away. Just so we don't like chop it up any finer. So I just do 1 second on like a medium speed. So you can just do like a pulse or something if you're using a food processor. And let's see, a little bit left. There we go, get that out. Now we're going to just set this aside. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start adding the wet ingredients. So the original recipe for this called for either natural yogurt or buttermilk. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make this dairy free. So we're going to use coconut milk. And to get that sourness that you need, preferably for the baking powder to work better, we're going to add some lemon juice as well. So it is usually 100 grams of yogurt or buttermilk, but I'm going to add about 95 to 90 grams of coconut milk, and then I've got my lemon juice here, so I'm just going to add that to make it up to 100. So that's probably about a third of a cup, I reckon, roughly. It's not quite half a cup, and it's not as little as a quarter cup, so sort of in between. So we're going to add that. I'll put that aside so I don't try to add it again. I've also got some coconut oil. You can use whatever other oil you have on hand. That's a fairly low flavorish. I like the coconut oil, so I don't mind that flavor, but some people don't. So I'm just going to add that in here. That is 60 grams. Now the reason I'm talking in grams is because my Thermomix actually have inbuilt scales, so you can weigh things straight into it. So let's see, so I've added that in. We're going to add 1 egg. There. And then we're also going to add our sugar. So I'm using coconut sugar today. The reason I'm using coconut sugar is that it gives that sort of caramelly flavor that you would get from brown sugar, but it is far lower in their glycemic index. It's actually only got a glycemic index of 35 compared to regular sugar, which is like, I'm pretty sure regular sugar is 100. It's very, very high. So, oh, hello, CJ. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on the chat as well. So, so I'm going to add that in with the wet ingredients as well. And I'm going to also add some vanilla bean paste. You know, guys, I love my vanilla bean paste. That is seriously one of the best buys at Costco. It is so cheap. So I'm going to do about 2 teaspoons of that. I just sort of aim it and check to see how we go. So there we go. So I'm going to add that, and we're going to now give that a nice little whisk. Now I did put, I'm not sure where I put my phone down because I had like the recipe and stuff, so I'm just going to wing it. So we're just going to do a bit of a mix. There we go. I find about 20 seconds of speed 5 seem to do the trick. There we go. So I'll show you what that did. So I don't know if you can see. I'll try to get a bit closer to the camera. It's hard because you're seeing yourself opposites. You're seeing me the right way, but I'm used to mirror image, and now suddenly it's going all the opposite ways. So now we're going to just add our dry ingredients. So instead of, I'm just going to scrape off that lid to get all of the good stuff down back into the bowl, I think. Oh, thank you, CJ. That's really nice of you. I actually, back years ago, this is probably over 4 years ago now, I used to work for Thermomix. So doing like demonstrations like this is something I've done a whole lot of. I used to travel around and do massive like cooking classes for like 30, 50 people, and showing this off together with a team of consultants. So yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I'm feeling really confident. I don't work for them anymore. I've got a back injury, unfortunately, so carrying all of this around didn't work too much anymore. But I still absolutely love it, and I love showing it off. So, and it's not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. I just love my machine. All right, so we're going to add our flour. So I've decided to use Spelt flour. It's less refined, it's less processed compared to wheat. It's also less genetically modified. Most Spelt is still the way Spelt was back in the day. So I'm going to use wholemeal Spelt. So I'm going to add that in. I think it's roughly, I think about a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups. But I will add in all the like the grams and the ounces and stuff later on. We're going to add in some cinnamon. You didn't see my Thermomix bowl beforehand, but it had cinnamon all around, because what I do is I buy whole spices and I actually grind them up myself and just add them into jars. So I grind it up like probably about 10 cinnamon quills just before I just add it into my little jar. So I always have nice, like really fresh spices. And then we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So we're going to add that in as well. So I'm just going to give that a quick little whisk, and then I'm going to add the rhubarb in just at the end. So I'm just add my lid on just so we don't get an explosion. That's always fun. Try making smoothies and that and forget to put your little top on. There's been a few very quick hands onto that Thermomix a few times. So I'm going to do 20 seconds again around speed 5. It just gives it a really, really good mix. And if you can hear me in the meantime, I will just tidy away all my mess. There we go. I think this is also one of the things I love with this. It's like hands-free cooking, so you don't have to stand there and stir. So in the meantime, so I'm just going to scrape down just a little bit of flour up the end, but it's not very much. So I'll just show you there. How are we going? Looking really, really good. I'm going to add in our rhubarb. And that adds a lot of moisture as well, because this isn't overly moist at the moment. As you can see, it wasn't really sort of flopping around in the bowl. It was quite firm. So the rhubarb will add that extra bit of moisture that we're going to need. I've also preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius. I think, just off the top of my head, I think that is about, I think it's 375. It's that sort of standard temperature that you like cook nearly everything on. That's not crazy high, but not really low either. So like what you'd put a roast on and stuff like that. So whatever that is in Fahrenheit. There we go. I reckon that's mixed it in perfectly. Alrighty. So there we go. So that was just a few more seconds as well. So this is why I love this thing, because it saves me so much time. Alright, so in the background here, I've got my little muffin trays all done. I'm going to put my Thermomix a little bit off to the side. I'm going to get put that one away. Now, let's see if I've got a good spoon. Now, I wonder if I can. I'm going to try to see if I can. No, it doesn't go down enough. That's all right. We'll just have to keep with it. But anyway, I've got one muffin tray. I've got 12. I've got it filled with 12 muffin cases. So I'm just using this is little ones. You can use whatever you want. Oh, thank you, CJ. I know. I just hit 900 like yesterday, and I got so excited. And I'm now halfway on my watch hours too, so I'm getting really close. So I thought, you know what, I'd do a live stream. I'll do a live stream today and play my watch hours a little bit and try to help myself out. I haven't, you know, guys, I don't do a whole lot of live streams, but I was able to make the stars align today. So yeah, so while we will start putting these muffins, I'm going to fill them fairly full. So just letting you know, I've actually never made this recipe before, but Actually tastes really good. But I thought I'd wing it and just sort of change it up a little bit so that I could share it. Did you know that if you share a recipe, you need to, if you're going to actually post it and someone else has made the original one, you need to change at least 10% of it. But I try to change a bit more because I make it dairy free, I make it refined sugar free, and stuff like that. So I do change up quite a fair bit when I do recipes that I post, unless I sort of show you the original recipe as well. So I'm filling this muffin cases fairly full, so we'll see how many. It did say that it goes for 12 cases, so but I'm filling them pretty full, just because that mixture is pretty solid. So like you can see that it's sitting on the spoon fairly well. So it shouldn't really, like, it should rise fairly well, but it shouldn't spill over too much. So we'll see where we end up. There we go. Oh, let's try and catch up on the oh, thank you CJ. YouTube live stream natural. Oh, I try. I think this is probably better for me than just sitting down and just chatting, because I just feel really awkward because I feel like I'm sitting there chatting to myself. Yeah, I think like if I'm doing stuff like this, it's probably a bit easier for me as well, because yeah, I would just feel like I'm doing something constructive. Does that make sense? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Cupstan. Oh, thank you, Shay. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I can do this, Cubstan. I thought I'll test it out, and then if I really love it, then I'll do a proper recipe. While this is in the oven, I'm going to show you some new stuff that I got. And you've seen them. You've actually seen the results of the new stuff that I've got, but I haven't really showed you guys it yet. Now, I actually originally had plans for another video today. I was actually going to do a live, but I'm waiting for a USB mic to come so I can do better voiceovers, because at the moment the voiceovers I'm doing is on my phone, and while it's okay, it's doing the job, I would like to sort of get better sound quality. So I've actually ordered a Rode microphone, USB mic. I'm so excited. And they're actually made in my state, which I had no idea about. So I'm just going to put that down to the side, because I'm going to use my scraper, I think, just to get the last bits out. I think I'm actually going to get exactly 12 out of this. That's awesome. And that's, as I said, that's fairly full. Most of them are fairly full now. But yes, I can't wait to get that microphone, but it's not, they're all on backwater, because I think so many people have decided to start up YouTube channels since, you know, plague. So these sort of ye old plague times. So everyone's ordering all these microphones, so they're like sold out from absolutely everywhere. So I'm just waiting for a back order to arrive. I don't know if you can hear my son's in the background. He's watching something. He was outside playing before and he hurt himself a little bit. So I'm on a little bit later than what I was planning, but it seemed to have worked out well. And he got sad, so he's now sitting up with his iPad and having fun, and he's laughing his guts out. I don't know what he's watching, but he's obviously watching something funny. So I'm just going to have a quick look before I put this in the oven. Yes, I will put the ingredients in the description. I thought I'd just wait until I can calculate everything in Imperial as well. So those that aren't using grams and everything, I can convert into ounces and so on. I'm starting to get a little bit better at doing it in my head, but seriously guys, Imperial is so confusing. Oh, I love my kilos and grams and everything, but it's like tens and hundreds in the next one up. So it's just like, oh gosh, but I'm getting there. All right, so this is the result so far. We're going to go and put that into the oven for about 20 minutes and yeah, see how we go. All right, let's put this away into the sink. And best thing about that bowl is that it's all dishwasher safe as well, so I can just run it through the dishwasher when I'm all done. Well, it is really handy. Now, I promised you I was going to show you. So I mentioned I've ordered a Rode microphone, USB mic for voiceovers, because I do a lot of voiceovers. I find most of my videos, I have my little nearly 4-year-old running around my legs, talking and chatting and playing games and stuff. So I find that I can't always like talk through or have the sound on for my videos, especially cooking ones, because my cooking ones, I love making it more like an ambience sort of thing. I want them to be calm. I want them to have music and be that's sort of my little style with that. So I'm hoping that then, yeah, also getting a good quality microphone will help as well. But, and you will have actually seen that in my last 2 cooking videos, I bought myself a new camera. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at this. It is the Canon EOS M50. It is specifically developed for like vlogging and for YouTubers, and I'm so excited. I also ended up getting the Rode mic to go on that, but it doesn't work as well with voiceovers, because you need the proper what is it called? I can never remember. I always check it up and then I forget what it's called. Interface. Oh, thank you. There, that's the one. So the USB one has got an interface built in, so I don't have to get like all these different things, and it's got a little stand to stand on my table, because I don't want one that needs to be clipped onto my table and all of that. So I'm hoping that will give much better voiceovers and stuff. But the last 2 cooking videos that I did with this camera, and it is so clear. So that was the pizza, those little rolls that I did, that roll up, the pizza that I did with my nearly 10-year-old, and as well as the, what was one before that? The bacon and egg cups. I did with this as well, and you can actually hear. Actually, that was before I got this on it, but the even the sound, the inbuilt microphone in this is fine for vlogging if you're nice and close, but you get even better results with this one. So yes, that is the Rode microphone. Look at this pretty. Look at this. I was lucky because I had the funds. I had the funds to do it without having to bring out a credit card or anything like that. So I've made do now with my phone since I started in December, like late December. So I thought, you know what, I'm growing and I'd like to make good quality videos. I'm also thinking, there is a local, well, you'd probably call it almost like a community college. There's a 6-week course in video editing using Adobe Premiere Pro, plus a few other bits and pieces, and I am so keen on doing that. It runs in October and November, and I'm hoping that I can get into that one. And he's singing in the background. I don't know if it comes up on the microphone, but it's really cute. But yes, I'm really hoping to be able to do that course, just to learn some more about editing and stuff like that. Because for me, I think knowing that I have a child with a disability, for me going back out to work as a regular job is looking pretty bleak. So I'd rather put the effort into making this channel really good, and yeah, just improving it as well as I can. So so yeah, that would be really cool. So let's see. That's trying to look at that. Okay, so Cubs, then what you can do next time is to do a live stream showing you baking, cooking, and you can actually extract a video from it after the live stream. Yes, I was trying to figure out how to like connect up like a different camera and stuff, but I don't have the cords and stuff to do it. If anyone, CJ, my tech guru, do you know if there's a way of connecting like your phone and using that as a separate camera? Because if there is, that would be awesome, because I can run, I use OBS and I can run two different sort of feeds, so I can jump in between the two as well. Because the problem with the computer is that it just doesn't, because I'm using the webcam, it doesn't push down far enough to get a proper view, unfortunately. But we can always just keeping an eye on this. There we go. Because my my clock that's usually up on my shelf is missing today. It's actually at school with my middle son. Hi, Vince Junkel said hello. I've seen your name around. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. How are you? All right, so CJ, so I should be able to, but I will have to cast your phone to your computer. Yeah, I probably need to. I need to just find out which, how that will work. What I'm hoping is that maybe eventually, if I can get the right cables for my camera, I might be able to set that up. It does have it's got a like a mini USB, but it also has a HDMI cable. I'm wondering if that HDMI cable would make it able to hook the camera up, and then I can sort of just put that, because I've got this little tripod like this as well, and that one's perfect because I can set it up and it literally just goes straight into my bowl. Because what I was using was, I had this other one for my phone, which is like one of the ones that you can hold and it sort of changes directions and all of that. It's all funky, but that one runs on batteries. Sometimes it just decides to go, which is, yeah, screen mirroring, of course. Oh, I never use that feature, but that should work. Yeah, with my phone, and then because this one here also has a little, yeah, there we go. There is a way of attaching. It's got the phone attachment as well, so I can use that and sort of attach it as well. So that might be a thing for next time. So, because if you guys are liking these live cooking streams, I'd definitely love to do more of those. It's obviously something I feel confident in doing, because I've had that experience of doing cooking classes for people, and even I used to go to people's homes and showing them like playing with the Thermomix and everything as well. So it is something I'm confident in doing, and I can almost do it with my eyes closed. So yeah, I'm really good. Thank you, Vince John Closet. It's really good to see you here. It's so nice to see some new people, new faces, and yes, Rhubarb muffins. I can sort of slowly start smelling them now. It's they're starting to, I can see they're starting to rise in there, which is really good. I think I'd sort of cleared a nice little area behind me there, so just sort of be a bit nicer, but that means there's a few bits and pieces over in that corner, so I'm not going to turn that camera. It's not too bad, but it was just like kids' drink bottles and extra trays from the oven and stuff like that. It's just sort of sitting in that corner, so I'm not going to turn around to show. I'll show it when it's all done. Now, how are you guys all going? I want to hear. I want to hear what you guys have been up to. Let's see. I just wonder if I can, because I can see if I turn down. I'm just trying to see if there's a way I can add. A problem is if I whack up too many windows on here, it seems to lag. Which is why I'm just going to have my phone. I'm just trying to think where on earth I put it down. Like I had it like right here. I have a feeling it might be in my dining room because that's where I usually have my computer and stuff set up. More so I can see the comments as they pop in rather than whatever delay is on it. I think you probably like your 20 seconds or something, but I'm sure I'm sure you guys are fun with that. You're used to it, aren't you? Let's see. So let's see, was there any comments that I haven't seen yet? No, I think I've got them. I think I've got them all. Let's see. What time are we on now? How long have we been going for? We've gone for about half an hour. We're doing really good. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. So these muffins takes about 20 minutes in the oven. I decided I wanted to try, I usually use fan forced. I wanted to try the just a normal bake over and under heat on my baking as well. Hello, sincerely yours, Nadia. How are you? Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. We're making rhubarb muffins today. And they're in the oven. I'm going to put down after this, I will go in and I will edit the description with everything, all the ingredients, amounts, and all of that as well. And if you guys need me to, I will refilm it with my proper camera. I really like. Problem is I accidentally left my camera on, so I didn't have any battery in it, so I actually got the battery in my camera sitting there charging. If not, I would have like the camera up and sort of filmed it at the same time, so I could have just uploaded that after. I'm really good, Nadia. Thank you so much. How are you? Yes, please. Yeah, chat chat amongst yourself as well. If there's anyone in here that doesn't know each other, I have a feeling you probably, most of you all do. But you know, feel free to drop some links if you want to. Don't really usually do like growth streams or anything like that, but I don't mind. For those people that come in and support me on a regular basis and stuff as well, feel free to drop your links because I really appreciate your support, and I love for you to be able to share your wisdom out with other people. Cubsden, she does a lot of amazing cooking videos as well, and she does these debates together with her husband, Blue Jeans Network, that are quite funny to listen to, and they're usually really like good for YouTubers as well, because usually often have to do with our channels, and her husband Blue Jeans will always be the, I think he's usually the against, and Cubsden is always for. It's really fun to listen to and be part of those debates. And Shay as well, she's done some, she's doing like this book club at the moment, which is fun. So you can go in and you read this book, and then they do a live like chat about it. How often do you do those? Is is it once a month, a couple of times a month that you do your book club, Shay. So feel free to shut that out as well. CJ does amazing tech how-to videos, which are so helpful, especially people who are trying to make their YouTube channel better. It's like simple things that sometimes you just have no idea how to do, and you're trying to find it, and there's like everyone else goes in all those complicated things. And CJ's got some awesome videos to show you, like even things like how to hook up your live stream, how to do a live stream, how to he did a video about how to do like StreamYard. He's done videos about how to like work like your back, your YouTube studios and things like that as well, which is really good. All right, Shay, so you do it once a week, your book club, but you're looking for another book to read. Cool. So actually, talking about books, oh, here comes my little boy again. Ah, Mummy's making muffins. You can have some of those afterwards. Okay. He's just checking them all out in the oven. He knows it's hot, so he knows he's not allowed to touch. You gonna go outside? You're gonna play with trains. He's gonna run back and forth behind me, I think. So we're just gonna have to have his head running back and forth. At least I've got an electric piano right there, and he loves it, and he usually sits and plays on it and stuff, but I've got the headphones plugged in, so he knows that he needs to put the headphones on if he's gonna play on that piano. So yes. Oh, thank you for sharing Nadia's link, Shay. That was really good. It's good to have it there. I can click on that after. Actually, Nadia, I think I've got you. I need to go in and have a bit of a binge on your content, I think, because I haven't been in there for ages. Same with you, Vern's Junk Closet. I've actually, I think I'm pretty sure I got you already, but I need to go in and sort of binge watch some of your content. Just to support, because I like to support those of you who come in here and take your time out and hang out with me as well. Ah, you're in the background making dinners. Oh, what are you making, Cubstan? I'm sure something amazing again. It's funny, Cubstan uses a lot of like chilies and stuff, and I'm looking at your food and it just looks amazing, and I'm just like, oh, I was like, I'm gonna have to make it, but I'm gonna have to leave out like all but like one chili, because if not, I'll be on fire. I think that's the bane of being raised in Norway, sort of back like through like the 80s and 90s. It wasn't a whole lot of spice going on. I think the spiciest stuff that we ate would have been like tacos. So yeah, it's it's funny. Pork, oh, pork shoulder and beans. I love pork. I really, really do. Lots of chili. Yes, unfortunately, like if I ate that amount of chili, I'd have a heat stroke. I promise you. I can do a little bit. I'm building my way up, like my tolerance for chilies and stuff. I do try to add in a little bit more. Like if I do like laksa, make like a laksa and stuff as well. Now I will add in more laksa paste than I used to, but I can still sort of feel myself get a bit sweaty behind the ears. But yeah, let's see, how are those muffins going? I'm just trying to time, because I didn't put in my timer. I reckon we've been about 20 minutes now. I'm going to go check those. Let's see if I got my little quirky pin around. I usually have like a cake pin in here somewhere, but it seems to be hiding. Ah, there it is. So I'm just going to go and poke this. What are you doing? You're blowing raspberries. So I'm just going to go and check with my cake pin, and we'll see. And we're done. Let's see. I'm just going to grab something to put it down on, and I will show you. So there we go. That is the muffins. Oh, they smell really good. I love rhubarb because it has that sort of little bit of tanginess. Hot, 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 hot. Don't touch the sweetie. Just wait a little bit. We're going to let it cool, and then we're going to have some. So I'm just going to leave that there right in front of me so I can keep little fingers off it, and then we'll have a bit of a taste test in a bit. So this isn't usually what I would eat. I would give it to the kids because it's still got, while it's spelt rather than wheat flour, it's still got gluten. It's still got carbs in it, which is what I do try to reduce. But these are far better than like your cafe style massive big muffins with bucket loads of sugars in it. So that's why we used coconut sugar today to get the first of all the carb content and the glycemic index down, which means it's safer for people who needs to sort of watch blood sugar levels and stuff. It's still not the best to eat if you're diabetics, but a tiny bit, like a half of one, is probably better than your standard ones. Let's see. Oh, you're playing with your dinosaurs. He's learning all the names of the dinosaurs at the moment. He's doing really well with them. He can't quite say them, so it's Triceratops and Stegosaurus. And he loves Tyrannosaurus Rex, but he can't say Tyrannosaurus, so it's been named Dinosaur Rex. But it is very cute. Alright, let's see if I can fish one of these out without burning my fingers. I might actually be able to get a... Oop, without sort of hurting them. Alright, I'm going to just hang on to that with that because it's really hot. But that is one little muffin. So I'm just going to leave that to cool for a little bit. And I can give it to my little one, but I will try to... Oh, it is really hot. Just putting it down on my cold bench top because hopefully it will cool down a bit quicker. It's very hot. I'm going to blow. He's so excited. Oh no, I've got 12. There's 12 down here. I don't know if you saw. Taste? Yeah. This is just for tasting, so I'm going to have a taste of this. So I had the rhubarbs for this was from my backyard. Yeah, he's pretty cute. So my little boy, so he'll be 4 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks on September 11th, actually. He will be rather unfortunate date, but at least now I've got a positive association with that date. But he is what we call, he's non-verbal. He will say words here and there, but he's getting so much better. He's absolutely beautiful, and he's so much fun. He's so much fun. I love him. Love him dearly. And he's the cheekiest little thing. So excited. This was so good, guys. That like tang, that rhubarb tang, just in the background. It just sort of breaks through some of the sweetness as well. Yum. This is really good. I'm definitely making these again. I reckon my kids are going to love them. And what I reckon I'm going to do, I'll probably freeze some of them, put them in a bag, put them in the freezer once they're cool, and then the kids can take them to school, like in their lunch boxes, just because they still have, because we use wholemeal spelt, so they are high in fiber and they are low in sugars. They don't have any refined sugars in them, so they're definitely good ones to use for school. So they feel like they're having a little bit of a treat, but you still know that you're giving them something decent. Yes, let's see. Can you? Yeah. Can you take a bite? There we go. Oh, really? Save some for the rest of us. Come on. There we go. I'll let him eat that up, I reckon. I'll put that to the side for it to cool. And then he's gonna go and devour so much of that. I swear. I'm gonna have to hide the rest of it. As soon as that's all cool, I'm gonna have to hide it away. If not, he's gonna just eat it. Was it tasty? Did you like it? Oh, I'm glad he got a good bite. Here we go. But yes, I'm excited I was able to get this happening today. Doing that little, just like a little cooking demonstration. Hopefully by next time I can hook my phone up and run that as the second my second screen. That's what I usually do. So I have a like a picture, like in case anything happens and I need to sort of stop the live feed, and I can just whack it on to like a picture or something like that, and then turn down the sound. You never know what's gonna you never know when a child is gonna do like a noodle run or something in the background. That's the deal with toddlers, isn't it? But yes, hang on, I'll show you my dog. Sophie, you gonna come up? Come. Sophie, up. This is my dog. Oh, she's a Bernese mountain dog, and she's beautiful. And as you can see, she's very tall. She's sniffing at the muffins, but she's not going to get any because she's a bit naughty. She will steal anything that's not bolted down. Hey, you want more? Oh, you want more? More muffin? Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, she's beautiful. She's very furry. We're just about to head into, because we're in Australia, we're just about to come out of winter and into spring. So she is shedding like mad at the moment, and yes, it's a case of vacuuming about every second day, I think, just to try and keep the hair under control. She needs I need to go give her a really good undercoat brush, I think, just to keep it keep it down. Oh, you got to go back to work. Thank you so much for popping in, Shay. I really appreciate it. You're always here. You always come and chat and share me out and everything. And it's I really, really appreciate you being here and running me in the background as well. I think we're going to shortly wrap this up. That way I can I'll take this out and let them cool and everything, and freeze them off. And I'll leave a couple because I've got my middle son is bringing a friend home after school today, so I thought they might like some. They might like some muffins as well. They've had book week. They got book week this week, so today was the book week parade, at which they have to dress up as a character from a book. So my son went in his crocodile onesie, and he brought the clock because I got one of those little alarm, old-fashioned alarm clocks from IKEA. It's really cool, and it looks exactly like the one from Peter Pan that the crocodile has swallowed. So he came as a crocodile from Peter Pan. That's why he dressed up as today. So then I'm actually originally from Norway, and I moved to Australia about in January 2004. I moved here, so I've been here now for we're getting 16 and a half years I've been in Australia for. So I've completely lost my accent, and I used to speak more British, more like a English, British English, more like a London accent, because I used to travel over there a lot before. But yes, 16 years in Australia kind of make you an Aussie when you try to speak. So I've sort of lost all my Englishness about that. Although when I read, if I read books and stuff for my kids, I tend to switch back, which is a bit funny. I'm not sure why, especially if it's things like Harry Potter and stuff that I know is like British. I will automatically change my accent, which is really strange. So we'll see how we go. I've got a video that I'm working on at the moment from a market here in South Australia. It's actually one of the biggest markets in the Southern Hemisphere, which is really cool. So I did some video there about a week and a half ago. And I've got the video ready, but I need my new microphone to arrive. Or I'm going to see if I can somehow plug this one into my computer and do a voiceover with that one. But I think if I'm going to use that, I need like an interface, and that's what I don't have. Just to get the hello, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are your trains? You playing with your trains? Oh, here we go. You never know what you're going to get with little ones. But yes, I think we're going to wrap this up. We've done our muffins. I'll show them again. So here they are. They are absolutely beautiful. I love the flavour of them. I'm sure there might be some of you who might have rhubarb growing. They're great because they will actually, I remember growing up with rhubarb in Norway, and they overwinter, so they can hello. So they can tolerate the frost and everything, and they love a good shady spot. So if you've got like a shady, yes, we're counting. Good counting. Good counting. Oh, you. Oh my. He's funny. So yes, I'm gonna try to do some more of these. Oh, thank you, Shay. I'll keep running you too. I do try to do help people out, run playlists and stuff when you guys need me to, and all of that, trying to help. So yes, I'm just past halfway now with my watch hours, so we're getting there, and I've got under 100 left now to hit my 1K as well, so I'm really excited. So yes, we're getting there. We're getting there. If I'm doing what I'm doing now, I'm on track to get there before Christmas. Oh gosh, he's climbing up behind me. So I'm standing by my kitchen island at the moment, and he's pulled out one of the bar chairs, like right there, and just to get the last bit of that half a muffin that was sitting there. You sit down, sit down. Good work. Baking with kids. So yes, so yeah, we're gonna finish this off. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you had a bit of fun, learned some stuff about making muffins, how we can change different ingredients to make it more healthy, to make it either dairy free or wheat free, refined sugar free, and those things. And I hope to see you again soon. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to leave a comment afterwards. Just let me know whether or not hello Zero the Infinite. We're actually just wrapping up. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. We've been cooking together today, but we're all done. We've made our muffins, and I'm now going to put them in the freezer. And we are going to go and I'm going to go and spend some time with my little one. It is nearly 11 a.m. Here in Australia at the moment, so still early. I'm going to plan some lunch and stuff. But yeah, we're going to finish up. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.